Doctors, they say, the claims are writing prescriptions because they want their favorite cute rep to get a commission, not because it's the cheapest or most effective drug. When you get right down to it, the real story is simple. The insurance and drug companies have made a conscious decision that their sales and profits are more important than your health. And as a capitalist, somebody who strongly believes in the free market system, I have no clue what to do. I really don't. Dr. Peter Rost, he is a former drug company executive, author of the new book, Whistleblower, Confessions of a Healthcare Hitman. Peter, let's start with the cheerleaders. I mean, which is something that I think everybody should say when they get up in the morning. Let's start with the cheerleaders. What is the problem if you're trying to sell your product with, well, let me just ask you, who would you rather buy a product from, this woman or this woman? One makes me want to take drugs, the other one would make me want to buy drugs. What's the problem with hot women coming in and talking to the doctors?
Well, the problem with hot women and hot men coming in selling drugs is that they're doing a very, very good job. But the problem is they are often not healthcare professionals from the beginning. In many other countries, you have to be a medical professional to become a sales rep. In this country, you have to have personality and good looks, and it works very well.
Okay. So, but the doctors have medical expertise. Isn't that what we pay the doctors for?
You would think so, but doctors often claim that they need to see the sales reps to get their continuing medical education. And clearly they're more interested.
There's the problem. There's the problem. Okay. One of the most stunning things that I saw you write down was the profit of the top 10 drug companies and the Fortune 500 equal the rest of the profit from the other 490 companies. Is that true?
That's true. A couple of years ago, the profit of the top 10 drug companies was higher than the other 490 companies. And it just shows you how profitable this business is.
Okay, now you're saying that we should re-import drugs. What does that mean, and why do you think that would actually work?
Well, I just as you, I believe in the free market. I believe in an open market because that's what gives the best to the consumers. And we don't have a free market today in the US. We are one of the few nations, industrialized nations, with a big trade barrier, an iron curtain around the US, which prohibits people from importing drugs from lower cost countries. In Europe, they've done this for 20 years.
I will tell you that I'm amazed at, because usually it's the Democrats who talk about how expensive our drugs are here in the country, and we have basically a socialist system. The drug companies view us as the wealthiest 1%. We should let the wealthy people here in America pay for the drugs for poor people in the rest of the world. Isn't that right?
That's kind of the way it works. We really have a socialist system today in the US, which is ridiculous.
Right. So the solution is what, sir?
The solution is, as always, a free market. Open up the borders. That's the reason people in Europe pay half the prices. People in Canada pay half the prices of the US. I mean, you imagine if we weren't allowed to import German cars, Japanese cars, imagine what the American cars would cost.
Right, right. Dr. Rost, thank you very much.